Welcome back to the Martian. We're here almost 3 months already alive, surviving on Mars, together with Bob the Third, who has been alive a little less long, but still kicking. It's the offspring of Bob the First. Anyway, enough shenanigans. We are inside of a little plant room. The sun is just coming up, day 84, and things are going alright. Last time we had a bit of a crisis because all of our plants were dying. They seem to do a little bit better, but I think we should start by making a plant analyzer chip, which is something that we can already do. I just didn't realize we could. So let's quickly grab that. Should be from the electronic printer. And we'll see if we can find out what's wrong with our plant. So what do we need to make that? Plant analyzer. It's not expensive at all. So this is one of the little oversights. Cannot believe that we forgot to make this. Alright, let's check it out. Why are the plants doing horrible? Also, while I'm outside, I'll also remove one of the radiators again, which is something I've been messing around with for the past few streams, because apparently the base is cooling down too rapidly again. So off you go. It's I guess it's arranged then, right? Yes. It's these little things. Close the door. We actually want the analyzer, please. Yes. Also, I realized I'm doing something strange because we are charging the battery inside while there's a freshly charged battery over here. But well. So, last time we were focusing a little bit on deep mining. So we have a setup a little bit into that direction. Which we will call the north now because it's at 0 degrees. And there we are automatically mining. Now we didn't really finish the setup yet. It requires a bit of tweaking still. And we have the basics, so I hope that we will be able to finish that today. This plant is... Alright, so the temperature, it's fine. The pressure is fine. It's very stressed, so it has too much light. Right, so we should change that. And the carbon dioxide is also a bit of a problem, so we should pump a bit more carbon in here. We already knew that, so that we have been doing, but the lights are an important bit of information as well. So let's take this chip. And let's tweak that. This is not it. We have to import whatever is on this chip and we'll edit it. So this is our light and temperature regulation. Now both are not going great, so I think this tells you a little bit about how well this script is working. I made it myself, so that's why. But I think we'll just tweak it a bit more. There is a smarter way to do this, but it requires me rewriting the script, which is something that I don't really want to worry about now. So we won't. Maybe later on. So this is just how to... So this is the amount of time that the light will be on. So first it will check for temperature, and then it will go sleeping. And it will subtract the time that the ventilation was on from the time that it will go to sleep. And what is the sleep time? And during that time the lights will be on, right? Yes. So it will continue to vent until... Maybe that's the problem actually. So it will continue to vent until it's the right temperature, and only then will it go to the sleeping part and switch the light off and check again. And then they have the two grow lights. I don't know. And then they will be switched off, right? So that's it. So during this whole time they will be on, they will be switched off, and it will start all over again and check. So that's a little bit strange, because indeed there is no...
Oxygen low.
Everything is low apparently. There is no darkness timer.
Oxygen critical.
Can we just... Sorry, can we escape this for a bit? Why are we choking while we're in our base? What's going on? Ah, because we have no power, then there's no cycling. Right. Makes sense. Yeah, so essentially the problem here is that the light will stay continuously on in case the temperature is wrong. So if it's dark, it will detect it's dark. It will sleep for max 5 minutes and then go again. So maybe it is actually correct, and we just need to increase the time so that we... I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. So it will start here. It will check for all the things, and it will immediately switch the light on. Then it will do the temperature cycling thing, and then it will check how long that actually took. It will fill it up to 5 minutes, sleep the remaining bit, and then switch the lights off and check again, in which the lights will immediately jump on again. So this is a stupid script actually. We don't want that. So at this point, once we arrive at this stage, the temperature is actually correct. Well, it doesn't need ventilation anymore. We don't know if it's correct, but it's at least not above the temperature that it should be. So I think we can just get away with making the script more complex and just add another sleep for like 400 seconds or something. Do we need to specify seconds? No, because it's always seconds. We can make it 420, so it's like 7 minutes. I don't know how much darkness plants need, but here we'll at least generate some darkness. I don't know. Let's see if this will work a little bit better. And this will be your fantastic solution, where we just make the script more complex, like it's a new version of Windows that just continues to add on the old version without rewriting it ever. Which I know they do, because the moment that you dive into the settings, you realize that you get the same fensters, or what's it called? The same system settings and graphical interfaces as from Windows from the year 2000 or something. Anyway, let's see if that fixes it. Let's get some CO2. Do we get some snack? Yeah. So we last time also, well, it was actually previous time, we already made this setup. So this is a setup that will just take everything from the Martian atmosphere and filter specifically this pollutant out, and that cleaned air will be stored in here, which is like 95% CO2. We can actually show you that. Why is it doing that strange thing with my hand? Can we just pick up a tablet normally? Well, apparently we can. So this is 84% CO2, which is good enough. And essentially all it does is just take the Martian atmosphere and filter out the pollutant. Looks, the ratio is a little bit different actually, there's more nitrogen. Don't really know why that is. Is there some buildup? Nope, no clue. Doesn't matter. Nitrogen is fine as well. So that's the system. We made it a little bit more complex, and I did this bit off stream, where we use a very simple logic system to ensure that this pump, well, basically the filtration system itself, will just be switched on until the pressure of 2.8 megapascal is reached. So we automated it a little bit, apart from the temperature part, which we might actually increase just now. So how the hell? Oh, I thought there was pollutant in there. So the only thing that this does is measure filtration system with subsection the pressure output from pipe 2. So this is that logic bit. It will feed that into the logic compare actually, where it takes the output from logic reader, so that's the pressure from this this pipe. It will compare it to the memory card, which is this bit, and this is set to the value of 2800, so that's the 2.8 megapascal. So it will compare pressure from the filtration system to that memory card, and if it's less, it will switch, well, it will give like a signal 1, which is fed to the logic writer, and if there's like a 1, then it will switch the filtration system to setting on, and if it's a 0, it will switch it off. So that's all that it does. It's very simplistic or elegant or whatever the hell you want to call it, but it works, and that's the important bit. So it saves us a bit of power, nothing goes boom, and that's all that it does. The transformer is added so that this is a little bit easier to find all the components. So this is its own little thing, so that we don't all of a sudden pick up like some device that's on the same cable network, and then we have to click through all the possible settings. Now this is incubated a little bit too long, so it's a little bit hot gas. And let's see what happens. 60 degrees, so we know that a human body should be able to cope with that perfectly fine. Actually, 60 degrees is a magic number in biology. It's the point where your proteins are just not getting damaged. So that's why if you pick something that's above 60 degrees with your hands, then you want to let go of it, because that's the warning of our system. It goes like, this will cause us harm. So there's a little useless fact for you today. So let's see, we'll add this hot gas, see if things go boom. Nope, because we have a big room, so it doesn't really matter. We can switch out our oxygen. So let's see if the plants are a little bit happier. So we measure now that there's 4.5 moles of CO2 in here. Yeah, it's still balancing a little bit. But it's more or less what's here. And if we switch to the plant cartridge, it should say that it's quite happy now. So it's 2% CO2, and that it likes. So apparently they need 1%. It has a limit of pollutant of like, oh, this is actually very nice. Like, you can see the difference very clearly. So 1 kilopascal. This will already allow you to do some basic selection actually. Very cool. So do we have some clear winners here that have like a lower temperature or something? There is quite a difference. So this one can withstand 9.2. That's already pretty cool. It's this one which is done actually. So we will... Oh, and this one is also good. We will take that for further analysis. So the plants are happy. That's nice to hear. We will store that chip. Should put some shells. Oh, we do have shells actually. Here, I guess. That's the plant room. And can room apparently. So can we see the percentage of CO2? Yeah, that's 2%. So we know if it gets below 1, then we don't need advanced math. Then we know that that's actually bad. But now we know the percentage, because there was a mystery to me. Alright, so we know that this plant is probably good. So let's do some plant genetics. That's not what I wanted to do. Where we will analyze these bits of weed and see if we want to culture a specific strand and name it as well. And we get some music with that because it's not the most exciting bit in the world. Let's actually get that chip back in for a moment, because I'm not sure if I got the right plant. I think it's actually pretty good, and we want this one as well, I think, because it has like 9.2, so it's also a little bit lower. It's the ideal growth temperature, right? So it's not anything special. There's like a minimum and maximum before it takes damage as well. That's what I'm trying to say. We'll check that in a bit. So we switch on this and go spin some bottles. Maybe? Pretty please? There we go. Exciting. A little bit. Hey, Bob made an egg again. Very nice, Bob. Guess I should maybe apply female names in case it's laying eggs, but well. So this one can handle -4 degrees. Yeah. And pretty low growth pressure. I'm not sure if that's special. 16 kilopascal. We'll keep an eye on that. I think that's quite good actually. Second one. So the Martian atmosphere is like 4, I think, or 2. It's a very low value. We will try to increase it a little bit. Yeah, see, this one has 26 kilopascal. So we'll put you with the special, this is gonna be a mess. You can go here. Special strengths, we will analyze that in a bit. And so you're not so special, so you can go... Well, you can see the trouble I'm starting to get. My sorting system. Not sure how many I will do, depends on my patience. So this has a horrible growth range, and also the pressure is pretty horrible. So we don't want you at all. So this is the garbage spot, I guess. You can go to the garbage spot as well. We won't analyze all the things. So there's a more efficient way of doing this, which I found out last time, is you can build a genetic stabilizer and destabilizer. Well, it's one device that can do both. So let's say you want to have more mutations, then you will destabilize and something will mutate more often. Whereas if you wanted to stabilize a certain gene, like for instance the pressure gene, then you'll select that. So there's all these settings we can look at. I think the important one is the temperature and the pressure, because we will try to improve that a little bit, but we don't exactly know what we will end up with. We can remove pollutant from the atmosphere. I'm not sure how efficient that will be, but we'll try to do that as well. And light is of course, well, we can just install lamps, but we eventually want to grow the plants outside, so that's the overall aim. And in order to do that, we need to adjust these plants a little bit. I think we just did this one, but I started talking, so now I forgot. You think I can just eat a boiled egg? It's garbage. Can we boil egg? No. You can just make powdered eggs, which I tried last time, but it requires a lot of eggs. Not really interested in that. This is also a nice one. So it has the 16 kilopascal, but this has a bit of a lower temperature to grow in. I'm not sure why it's not displaying that. Is it like a graphical bug? Well, we'll put it there. We'll check it in a bit. I would expect like a bar as well, right? What do you got? This one has low temperature, so that's quite cool. Put you in this corner. I think that's all we need for now. And let's just go with that. So this was minus 9. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's not an intended pun. So we will call that the reach tray minus 9C, obviously, and first passage. Anything else I want to add to that? I think that's fine. And then we have to determine the difference between these two. So let's just blend that. This is a bad spot because it doesn't get a lot of light. So we want to focus on these type of spots. I forgot which one I just did. It was the left one. This is bugged. Maybe we can unbug that meanwhile. So the left one has pretty good growth temperature range, and it's this pressure bit that we're interested in. So it's -4 and 16 kilopascal as minimums. And if you compare it to this one, aha, we can access that now. Nice. This is some special strain. This is a little bit better, so let's go for that one. So that's the one on the right. So this can go to garbage. We will screen this one just because it's our lucky bugged strain. Who knows? It's a little bit better actually in terms of the pressure, but I think we want a combination for now of the growth, temperature and the pressure, and in that regard it's not that great. So you go to garbage as well, so we go for you. And get the labeler out. So it's -6 degrees and 16 kilopascal. So we call it 6C 16K B maybe. Passage 1. Very nice, easy to remember name. So we'll plant you as well in this nice special spot. And the rest we will just harvest. And I don't know, do we want to... Yeah, let's get some old and some fresh weeds. So these are all about to expire. So let's put them into the flour making machine. Can you yeah. And we'll make a candy bar out of you. So that's one candy bar. I think they call it something else, but it doesn't really matter. So this is 2, let's make another one. And the rest we will harvest as well. We got a lot of food all of a sudden. Let's see, what do we have? A stack of 9 and a stack of 19. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll just plant whatever. We'll give the rest to Bob. Save maybe 1 spot. Save 2 spots. Let's reserve this area for like the special breeds. So this one is maybe in the wrong spot, but we'll focus on this area because it's right underneath a lamp. And all the other things will be for Bob. And this will be our food. Hey Bob. Shit. Alright, we'll make food. We'll give you more food. Don't die on us, Bob. Happen too often.
Power low.
Why didn't you? Alright, that's some nice food. And we'll make another one. Oh, there's also some flour here. I forgot about that one. Can we... yeah. Swap out our oxygen. So the downside of having all these plants is that they produce quite a bit of oxygen and therefore deplete CO2. So that's why there's a little bit of an imbalance. So me and Bob aren't producing enough CO2 to compensate. So that's one of the things that's going wrong. But of course we can just add more CO2 from Mars in this room. It also means the moment we start planting Mars, then we will get CO2, O2 in the atmosphere. Which is what happened in real life in Earth. Is CO2 got converted to O2 and all of a sudden there was allowing life to take place. Well, other life. Us, essentially. Although in that case it wasn't plants that did that, but it was cyanobacteria. So little single-celled organisms that can transform sunlight together with CO2 into O2. So they use... oh, dust storm. Let's actually put this back in there. So they use energy to split the molecule, essentially. So one of the things that I did off stream is move our fridge for the third time. I think maybe just second time. To here, which makes a lot more sense. Should probably get that out of here. Or just grind it. How's this pressure? That's fine. So this is our fridge. It's full of eggs, so don't really know what to do with this last egg. No clue. We could convert 4 eggs into the weird powder. Do we want that? I don't really know if we want that. We should clear our inventory a little bit then, because we have too much crap. Do we want 4 eggs in protein powder? I don't really see an advantage. Egg. So you microwave it, and then you have protein powder. Yeah. Well, let's do it, because Bob is doing rather well, and we don't need more than 1 chicken. I'm not that big of a fan of chickens, I realized. So we'll ditch this for a second. And we get some eggs out. Preferably the ones that are doing the worst. We do have the space, actually. Right, so we have to wait a little bit for the storm. I will meanwhile think what we should bring, because the next bit is to go to the deep miner area. So we have a deep miner, we have 2 centrifuges, and those are all finished. We need to do a bit of wiring, but the more important thing is that we need like chute splitters and sorters. Right, I should switch this around probably. Add 1 unit of eggs. Powdered eggs, right. Protein powder, so we will build now a bench and some weights. This will be our gym. Will decay in 2 hours. That's not nice. I guess we will just eat it then. Let's just failed helmet closed. Nice. and apparently that's very bad for us. I don't know what's going on. But we ate it, so lucky us, we got some eggs in powder form. Instead of just microwaving the egg, we got some nice egg powder. Mucho delicioso. Alright, let's take this off for a minute because we got some shower warning and water warning. So yeah, sorter and splitter, that's the thing that we want to make. So either a Logix, what's the difference between that? Logix, sorter... I don't know what the difference is. I guess they're both created from the kit sorter. So we can switch. I think it's this one that we want. But for that we need a computer. I think that's quite expensive, no? No, it's not. Nice, we will make a retro computer. It looks very cool. So we need one computer and at least one sorter in which we will sort ore. This is expensive. Sort ore, dirty ore. No, that's not true. It will go into the centrifuge. That will split all the different ores and then we'll sort it into the different materials. This is also not expensive, so we will make a few so we can get a few more metals out. I don't think I will sort everything so that I have like all the metals. Just the ones that we're interested in now, and we can sort the rest later. And then we need something like a splitter. Flip-flop splitter, what does that do? Toggles between... like after one? I don't know. We'll just make that, see what it does. You can also do like a digital one, which does what? Toggle between two outputs based on the dial. Alright, so that's using power chutes, which are a bit more of a hassle to make with Electrum and Constantin. So we will make some before going to that area. And then... no, I think that's the basic. I don't really know... like, how do we end things? Like, we can feed it directly into the coal burner. Like, is there some chute ejection system or valve? Ah, so this is where you can access materials, right? So we'll make a few of those. Or an outlet. Well, it's all made from the basic chutes, so we can just experiment to the extent that we want. Export bin. This is powered chute. Right. We will just make a few and we'll find out how it works. That's always the best. I think we're done here. Shower warning is gone. We can drink a little bit more. We should probably do that. Do we have enough oxygen? Yeah, that's actually quite a lot. Should only change our battery, but we'll do that outside. Maybe we'll change the battery of some tool, like... yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just some tool. Let's go make some chutes. Maybe close our helmet. And the storm is also gone, so that's nice. So, do you make chutes? No. It's this one. So we can actually make just one. So we'll do that. And then so that's the powered one, and we make a few of. We can actually do that at the other base. I think that's better. Yep, I think we can just go there. There was one other thing that I wanted, which was a battery charger, like this one. Can we make that? No, is the answer. Do we still have some iron to spare? What are the odds that I will get iron out of this thing when... because we don't have anything else, right? Oh, we do have. Alright, so you just go in there. Maybe we bring a stack of iron, actually. For the other base as well. Just to be sure. What's this? Oh, that's what I just ditched in there. Alright, I think that's fine. Why did you stop printing? Oh, you just already made one. Stop. Alright, we got a bunch of steel, which is something I will actually not use now, so I should probably stop carrying that around. That is for later on. Do we want a labeler? I brought that for a reason, which is... I think to label the centrifuge or something. I don't know. Will probably come in useful. So this is the moment to check out Site B. We probably need some lamps there as well. It's a nicely marked trail by flags. So since we will be generating power there, I had this idea of making a power line between these two bases. Now you might ask yourself, why won't you build next to the other base? It's for two reasons. I thought this would make a little bit more interesting landscape. Well, three reasons actually. That's the first reason. Secondly, I thought it would be nice to get all these new resources to set up this base, because we are a little bit running out there. Of course, that's like a bad argument because we are generating resources here, so you can ignore that one. And the last one is that I thought that rover was still in the game. So I thought it would be cool that we need to build like a rover and we can transport a little bit. We have some, yeah, some nice system going on. But that turns out to be a stupid reason because the rover is not in the game. Alright, so now we can charge batteries, so that's nice. Make it a little bit more friendly. This is offset, so that's bothering me a little bit. So let's also change that. Doesn't really matter to what. And we should probably increase this a little bit, like so. So we have a bit of a platform going on. And that we can access it more easily. So we wire up this data port as well, because I have the feeling we might need it. Alright, so we made a start with some chutes. So let's first experiment a little bit. Digital valve. What was that again? Will stop the flow when set to closed. Alright, so that's just... Alright, so it's like on-off switch. And you also have digital flip-flop splitter. So I guess it's just a... a way to split, but it requires power, I think. There was a non-digital splitter, right? It's called Shoot Flip-Flop Splitter. I bet you have to have two maybe in your hand to get that option. Let's try that. There's a lot of iron here. Maybe the first one has to be a powered shoot as well. I don't know if it requires some extra power to get there. Ah, I took the powered one in my hand. That's my mistake. Right. So I was looking at the wrong options. This ladder should be shifted a little bit. But the power cable is in the way. Yeah, we will change some things around. Things are suboptimal over here. Alright. A little bit messy. So last time I printed way too many ladders. So that's why there's a lot of them. But they are actually quite useful. So I do not regret it. Can we... Ah, maybe we cannot. Thought we could place it in the middle, but it only wants to be in the middle of these big blocks. So that is a bit of a shame. Guess we can place it there, but that's right in the way. This is also not very useful. Little bit. Not really liking that, but well, we'll leave it like that, I guess. Also, this one should be moved. There's no space for ladders here, that's clear. Alright, there we go. And we want to go up. Can we attach? Yeah. Alright. So now we go back to the shoot game. Corner. Flip-flop splitter. Right. Alright, so it can go... This is the way. That makes a lot of sense. Right, so let's try that. So we split it to one centrifuge and to the other. I can see a problem with this ladder again. Going great with the ladders. Now I just want a basic one, I think. Alright, so we need a bunch more chutes. You go and print chutes. So this is what we will create, dirty ore, and I hope that the centrifuge will be able to filter that. It should be, I just don't know how it works. Can we do something smart, like a little loop? Does this help making it less ugly? I highly doubt it. We can go up, but yeah, no, the ladder has to go. It's just, it's no saving it. We will find some place for it. I guess if I make a platform here, I can make a ladder there, and that will make much more sense than whatever the hell I'm doing right now. So let's go for that setup. And then, yeah, let's do that. Maybe you should stop printing for a while. Sneakily continuing. Do we still have a frame? No, we don't. Alright. Will we steal a frame? Probably not. We will make one. The iron frames are relatively expensive. Because the moment that you make steel sheets, you will get more out of each unit of iron. That's steel, right? But since we are going to generate a lot of resources, I'm hoping that we can afford that. And that we can just continue. I'm kind of used the first batch of coal to generate some power. So that's why I didn't invest that in making steel. Alright, so this works. Continue with the shoot. I think you could have moved the splitter more closely, right? But well. For now we continue. How do we remove that wrench? This can be a relaxing game. If nothing is on fire, then things are not that bad. Alright, so this should work. So everything will go to the centrifuge. Then from there we want things to go to where should we move it to? I think to this spot over here. So they will be merged, and there will be the beginning of our sorting system, I guess. Could also make the sorting system like below, but I think it's fun that everything takes place above our head. So let's see if we can continue that trend. Maybe we go to the right here and then we expand a little bit this platform. That's maybe nicer. Iron wall. I think we ran out of iron already. Even though we just brought some new ones. That's alright. So let's see, do we need it here? Yeah. So we want you going that direction. Cannot really access this anymore then, but that's fine. Should probably power this though. I didn't see that this was a little bit of an oversight. Here we go. So this will be a shoot junction, I guess. We don't have to arrange anything special. Alright, so that should work. And then we can build a sorter over here already, I think. If we get off this ladder. I guess ladders are just one way, then that's fine. So what do we need for the sorter again? Just a bunch of iron. But we will work on that. I think this would need like a powered chute. We'll well, let's actually run it and also switch this on. Can we do it from here? No. So we run both of you. And run you as well. This one is not happy. For what reason is it not? Why are you unhappy? Very strange. Processing 1 times basic shoot. There is a shoot in the system. Alright, let's deconstruct that a little bit. Can we get rid of the shoot? Why is it processing a basic shoot? Can we not do that? Can we stop doing that? This is not processing anything. Well, why the hell are you doing that? Can we reset you in some way? It ran out of battery, of course it did. Alright. No, I want to continue building it actually. I also have the wrong tool. Why are you processing a basic shoot? Don't do that. Oh, I got it. It was... well, not really sure how we did that. Alright, so this is actually processing dirty ore. So that's going well. We can shut you off. And shut the drill off as well. Although, well, maybe we just continue doing that. No good reason really. Just because we like that things are working. Right, so let's get some iron. I think there was some over here. Yeah, that makes it easy. We make this place ugly as well, with holes everywhere. Tend to not do that, but every now and then we make an exception. And things start looking like Swiss cheese again. Yeah, I think we depleted this. Let's quickly smelt it and see if we can make a sorter. Maybe we can already sort for iron, so that we can continue building. Would be smart. That's what we want. The lazy way is the way. Ah, but we needed a computer for this, right? So we could also make the logic sorter. Where's the data port? Is that over here? Let me check it out actually. Or this is both, I guess. Both power and data port. Right, so yeah, we should have made a computer. Forgot about that one actually. So let's actually wait for a minute, because it will probably spit those out and then they get lost, because I have no way of feeding it to the system again. Should probably work on that as well. We have some ditch mechanism. Let's quickly grab a computer.
Power low.
Alright. And also water and food and whatever. So do we need anything else apart from a computer? Bunch of cables maybe? Probably go faster if I print them over here. And we could print a stacker while we're at it. We probably have to write a script as well, right? Because the centrifuge has to be empty, probably. Yeah. I think we do need a script. Oh, we do like a logic system. But then we need 2 already, so that sounds like a lot of work. At least a lot of square meters of logic mess. It takes up a lot of space, so that's the main downside. Do we have more copper? Yeah. So the IC10, what does it require again? Electrum and solder, which is probably in the other device right now. Yeah, but it's almost done. Shit. Well, we probably have to make a bit more then. The solder is still fine, so we can steal that. So let's first make the computer. And then make some coil. That will take a while. And do we need you? Maybe for like a stacker. Can you make that? I guess you can. So we want to steal the solder, right? So we increase the stack size, that's already quite high. So we directly use that, maybe you stop for a minute. Constantin. Oh, what was the other thing? Did I misread the invar, or was it the electrum that we needed? Got for a minute. Was invar, right? No, electrum. Alright, so then we have it actually. Or nope, I'm just being spontaneously dyslexic. So we won't touch the steel and the gold, we don't need all of that. Maybe we should stop doing this. The resource juggling. Well, you can have your 1 electrum back because we need to make some more. Forgot what this was. So we have a lot of invar, right? Yeah. How do we make electrum? That's the correct one. I'm horrible all of a sudden with names. Yeah, Electrum. It is made by drums, gold and silver. I don't think we have any. Right, so we will definitely work on that, but it won't be our main priority. Now we'll just continue. Oh, we do have some gold, but not silver, right? No. We'll mess around with what we just got, after we got food and water actually. But yeah, maybe we use our new cool device in order to get those resources. Just maybe. Should be a new filter here. Yes. Nice. Let's get some new resources. Oxygen and everything. Let's cheat a little bit. Deplete our tank as well.
Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
Alright. Look at the cool plants. Let's check if they're happy actually. That's a crucial bit of information. While we take a snack. Bob is doing... oh, he's still alive. Can we eat the last bit of our snack? No. It's barely growing. Alright, so they are not very happy. Is there a reason for that? So done with these plants. Let's check it out. Alright, so they need more light. So they have a lot of illumination stress. And also the CO2 is again depleted. They need a lot of CO2. Guess we should have fewer plants then. Which we can do actually. Let's do that then. So we'll leave these empty. So that's the downside, that we never automated our system. So yeah, this is taking up some time. So they want actually more light, right? So it's not... because they're light deficient. So I should switch it around then. I don't know what's the right answer here. Let's take you again. And stick you in. So we'll sleep for... I don't know, like 4 minutes or something. And we set the light stage to just more. Let's try that. Stop it. Alright. We will get some CO2 into this system. Steal your egg. Don't look. And let's get this chip gone again. Alright. We'll get some CO2 into the system. And then the plants should be happy again. And we can quickly flee. Yeah, they're taking a lot of CO2. It's a little bit strange. I'm not sure if that's very realistic. Can we cheat and fill this one up as well? Which is our waste tank. Then we have a bit more space. Put the egg in the fridge. This is what our life looks like now on Mars. This is every day on Mars. At least this part will go a little bit faster because we have all this gas with us. So, you should be happy again. Let's switch you on. And we can measure the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere. We don't need a fancy plant meter for that, so now it's 3%, so that's more than enough. So we want to crank that up a little bit. But well, that's for later. Quickly flee this place because this is the boring part. And we want to do fun stuff. We don't really care that things are growing poorly. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not a disaster. It just means we will get food at a lower rate, but we'll still get food. So that's the very lazy way to look at this. The other thing is that this is some way of selecting for plants as well. It's just not a very efficient way, but the ones that need fewer light, they will grow faster, right? This is the logic of a moron. Right, we have stacker. And this was the computer, right? That was why we came back. We will place that here, maybe. Oh shit, I didn't look. Oh no. It needed electronic parts, didn't it? Oh no. Did need a motherboard though. Damn it. Alright. Yeah, okay. We should definitely build that. I guess this one cannot print it. No, we need electronic printer. Yay! Let's first focus on the other bits, in case we encounter something that also needs to be made. So this will be the stacker. So let's say, how did this go again? So it's the sorter. Motherboard. Alright, so this should go into the computer then maybe. So can we see which outlet is what? No. And then if we deconstruct it, does it then say... I would assume that straight line is the unsorted bit, right? It's not really clear. We found out soon enough. Where should we pull this wire to? Guess there's still a bit of space here, so we can just keep it on the top floor. Now for this last bit. I cannot see where the hell I am. Ah, there. Right? Can we... It's blocked by the deep miner, really? No, just when we thought we had it. How are we supposed to do this then? I guess we should go up then. Ah, we fall off. Everything is too tightly placed. I want to be on top of this thing. Yeah, right. We'll switch you on already because I'm sure to forget that. And then curse why things are not working. That is some pretty wiring over there. If I knew this bit, I would have probably wired downwards, but now it's like this. Alright, and then what? We probably want a stacker. What does it look like? I am. Let's put it like this for now. And I guess just to shoot. And we want to connect these two up. This is the wrong chute. Oh, this is the powered chute again. That's distracting. I will put that away because I keep making this mistake. You go and hide in the corner. We need more chutes. And iron, I guess. I'm very happy that didn't get blown away by the storm. Our timing was a little bit better. Alright, let's leave it like that for now. Oh, I guess we get one more. There we go. Just a normal chute. And then... So if this is full, it will spit it out. So let's go and ditch it here. I'm not sure what this will look like, but it's fine. What's an overflow again? Overflow. Will direct materials to its overflow port when the thing connected to its default port is already occupied. Surely if I leave this open it will just spit it on the ground, right? So let's go for that first. Or we could even do it like... Alright, so we need the jetpack again, great. I don't like the jetpack because it's not stabilized, so you need to do like a jumping game. Alright, so I guess it will spit it out now and it will go down. Or we go like, place this there and then we know for sure. Alright. Not really happy with how this looks, but fine. It's a bit of a mess. Use the jetpack again. I guess at some point we should expand the platform here. Alright. There is not a stabilizer setting for the jetpack, right? If there is, please let me know. Alright. That's powered up. So that should be spitting out something the moment that we connect this PC. Right. Let's print the motherboard. And then see if this thing works. Only question is what happens to all the other stuff that we make. I guess we'll just get ditched out. We'll find out. Right, so while I walk back to our base, I will take a small break. And I hope to see you in a bit. We continue programming the sorter and see if our contraption worked. So yeah, I hope to see you then. Bye bye.